Good morning, folks. We're on the road heading to Mount Pleasant, Iowa to the swap meet down at the Old Threshers Grounds, Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Greater Iowa swap meet.
About 3 hours late.
Yep. I'll look out the window here. It was storming like crazy earlier today. There was tornadoes all around. There's actually tornadoes close to Mount Pleasant down there. But the storms have passed now. It looks like it could be drizzling rain most of the day. And we're gonna head on down anyway. I have to work tomorrow, so today's my only day that we can go down and look around at the swap meet. We've got our umbrellas. I put on my boots that are waterproof, and we're gonna head on down and see if we can find anything good down at the swap meet. Well, I don't know if the camera can see the water towers. They're still pretty far off, but up on the horizon, about another 5 miles ahead of us is Mount Pleasant. And it's looking pretty good. Like, we got some good weather in store for us up here.
Just don't look around it anywhere.
Well, it looks better when you look around over here.
Yeah.
Well, we're pulling in the swap meet here. It's not raining too bad right now, just drizzling a little bit, so I think we'll be okay. We're not going to melt anyway. Get out there and see if there's anything good here. Oh, we made it down here. There's a few people out milling around. A lot of stuff still covered up from the rain. The people are starting to get stuff out. Starting to get stuff going. Mind if it gets rained on, gets a little bit wet. Well, the rain caught up with us. We had one bolt of lightning, and all of a sudden it took loose and started raining. So we're gonna go through the little bit of indoor area here. Kill a few minutes looking around in here. There's always a lot of stuff underneath this shelter. Found the first table that's loaded down with lanterns. We got $20 on each of the Colemans in the 60s and 70s. I'm going to float through and see if there's anything in here that I think I can't live without. Oh, I picked out a couple of them, threw them in the wagon there. Dad's going to see about a thermos, green thermos lantern. He's going to check to see if he can get a score on that. So we're finding a few treasures here so far. Old Evinrude case with an old Evinrude in it. I don't think they came together, but they're about the same vintage. But really, that crate probably would clean up pretty good. I'll bet the graphics on it would come back pretty good if you got it cleaned up and oiled up. And the crate's not in too bad a shape. But I've already got one of those sitting in my front hallway. What am I going to do with another one? Lots of stuff starting to get uncovered now. The rain stayed away for about 15 minutes now. So people are getting a little more brave and starting to pull the plastic and the tarps back off the stuff here. Dad's looking at more road signs over here. He needs a few more of those.
Yeah, it is. I want $25.
Yeah, I got the wagon kind of pretty well filled up with stuff. I think we're going to call it quits. Dad's sitting over here on the bench taking it easy. I think we're going to get headed home. I didn't film too much here. I kind of get busy looking around and forget to pull the camera out and record anything, but when we get home I'll unpack everything and show you the few treasures that I did get today. Okay folks, we're back home from the swap meet. I'm going to show you a few of the items that I picked up down there. I didn't get a lot. As you'll see in the video footage that I took today, a lot of stuff was still covered up. A lot of people were just rained like crazy this morning. There's more rain on its way, probably within the next hour. So people weren't dragging a lot out, and a lot of stuff was still covered up with tarps. But I did buy a few goodies down there today. One of the things is I bought this for my wife. One of these rugs. I was telling her this is kind of rug that everybody had in their house 30 years ago. The old, I don't even know what they call it. It's a woven rug, I guess, but I'm sure there probably is a name for these kind of rugs. But yeah, it used to be everywhere. Everyone's grandma had one of these rugs in their house, and I saw it and thought my wife would like that, so I dug through the pile because the guy had all different patterns and stuff. Found one that I thought she would like. And I got two of the kerosene lanterns that were in the area where I was showing the lanterns. One is a Feuer hand, and then on the other side it says fire hand. I'm guessing that that was translated to English. It is a German made lantern. It is a Feuer hand NR period, which I'm assuming means the same thing as number. So a Feuer hand number 260. My dad has a Feuer hand lantern, but I never had one. It does have a crack all the way down that side of the globe, but the globe is not marked at all. So I don't know if that is the original globe. I know that some of them had a marked globe, but I don't know if they all did. So I don't know if that's the original globe. It needs a little work. The top's a little been smashed down, but I don't have one of these yet. And I got it for what I feel was a good price, so I was happy with that. The other one, I believe this is Dietz made, and it's a Richards Conover Hardware Company, Kansas City, Missouri. So it's a jobber lantern that was branded for Richard Conover Hardware Company. And the other side says, oh boy, that's pretty rusty. Square, maybe not. I can't even read what it says. Oh, there we go. I got it wet now. I can read it. Short globe. And then the other side over here says Rich Com, R-A-C-H-C-O-M. So I don't know. It's another one that I didn't have. I believe that probably is a Dietz made lantern, but I'm not sure of that. I'll do some more research. Show some pictures on the Tubular Lantern Facebook group, and I'll get it all sorted out. But it does have a really nice, let's see if I can, yeah, it doesn't want to turn, but it's got a nice embossed raised letter Dietz globe, Dietz, New York, USA, and then the other side, lock knob, patented 31014, 21818, and then an H8 down below it. Both of them are complete. Both the burners, the wick turns right up and down on it. So I don't think either one of them will take too much work to get it going. Maybe I'll do a video on that in the future. I got one more thing that I'd never had yet. I have had propane Coleman lanterns, but not this particular model. But it was sitting there on the table and said $10 with pipe. And the glass is cracked in that too, but I've got another glass in there that's this size. And the pipe that he was speaking of is one of these made to screw into the top of a 20-pound tank of propane. And then it's got ports on here that you can hook up your other accessories, like if you wanted to have your light on the top and then a barbecue grill still going off of it or something. You can run multiple things off of one 20-pound tank. So I thought that was kind of neat. I've never had one of those before, so I went ahead and picked that up. It said $10 with pipe. Whoop. The little heat shield just fell out. $10 with pipe, and then after I told him I'd take it, he grabbed the case from underneath the table. I didn't even realize that it had a case with it, so I was pretty happy with that. The globes in there all wonky, and it made the heat shield fall out. Got a glass in there that's the correct size for this, so I'll go ahead and grab that and stick in it for right now. Okay, this is the exact same glass that was in it. Made in China, Coleman. Throw that heat shield back in there where it's supposed to be. Fits right down in there. This goes down over the top. There we go. That's a little better. Got that all put back the way it's supposed to be. And it sits right down on there. I'm pretty sure it would have had another piece that went on the bottom of the small propane cylinder down in there too. That's that. I've got a 20-pound propane tank in there. Maybe I'll try to put that together and see if it works. And I also bought a coffee can with a big old spool of rope in it. It's really soft rope. I don't know what kind of rope it is, but there's a lot of it there. For $5, I didn't really think I could go wrong. You always need a piece of rope for something. So let's wrap this loose end up around here a few times. There's a lot of rope there. There's hundreds of feet of this rope here. Drop it right back in there. That'll keep it all together. So I was happy enough with that. I got one more item that I thought my wife would like. That's an old feed sack. 1 bushel Masco brand seeds sold by McAllister Seed Company, Mount Pleasant, Iowa and Fairfield, Iowa. So a local thing from down in Mount Pleasant where the swap meet was. And I thought my wife would like that too, so I grabbed that for her. It needs cleaned up a little bit, but it's in good shape and it's got nice graphics on it, so I couldn't go wrong with that. It was cheap enough. And the last thing that I bought was an old Farm Mutual stocking cap. I didn't buy it to use as a stocking cap. I like these old stocking caps for my lanterns that I keep in the camper. They go in the storage compartment of the camper, and these old stocking caps make a nice cover to put over the kerosene lanterns. I'll cut that ball off the top of it so it's not sticking through there like that. You can stretch it right down over there, and when they're in the storage compartment, if they rattle around, nothing can bang into the glass and break the glass on it. So I picked that up. Guy had a box full of hats for $1 a piece, and there was one stocking cap in there, so I went ahead and grabbed that. And the last thing that I bought on my way out of there, big old bag of kettle corn and a bag of pork rinds. So we'll take that inside to snack on. So thanks for watching, folks. I'm going to try to get this video quickly edited up and post it tonight. The swap meet is today and tomorrow, so if you're anywhere around here and wanted to go to the swap meet, it's going to be going tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a much nicer day, and I'm sure that a lot more stuff will be uncovered and drug out for everyone to look at there. So if you haven't already, hit the like and the subscribe button. Please do. Come on back next week, folks. We'll have a video of something here for you to watch. Okay, I grabbed my propane tank. I got that thing put together, stuck a couple manholes in it. We're going to see if it'll light. I can guarantee you one thing. I've never had to reach that high up in the air to light a lantern out here before. I almost need to set it back down on the ground to do it, but let's see if it'll light. I don't have any doubt that it'll light right up. Being a propane lantern, there's nothing to it. There's no generator, nothing. It's just a burner. I'm gonna have to get a better lighter. Okay, it was too windy for my lighter out here, but this will work. I don't have any doubt it'll light right up. There we go. There we go. I'll let that sit there and burn for just a little bit. There are some more storms coming here, so I'll give it about 15 or 20 minutes of burn time, then I'll get it shut off and put away before the storms get here.